Listen!
Hey guys, welcome back. Let's jump into your reading. You know what, let me address first. I apologize if I'm low energy. I did not sleep well last night. I hardly slept, to be honest. If you're watching this as I post, then you obviously know the results of the election. That's how I feel. Yeah, so that's that. I can't necessarily say I'm shocked. I mean, obviously I'm disappointed. Duh. I'm shocked at the amount of Hispanic voters. Like, I know Latinas they were like in the top 3 of like the highest percentage for Harris, but Hispanic men really came through for Trump. Anyway, if you are a woman in the United States, and especially if you're a black or brown woman in the United States, what I'm saying is not even new information. Like, this is shit that has been consistent. This has been issues that have been since the beginning of fucking laws coming into place. Like, these have been grievances that have not been dealt with. But women, I just want to remind you that women generations before literally suffered and died for certain laws to be put in place, for certain rights to be had. And the amount of white women that showed up for Trump. Again, I can't say I'm surprised. Like, Trump is the embodiment of America. Like, we know how America was founded. We know what took place on the land. We know how the indigenous people of the land are still treated today. So, I mean, again, I'm not shocked that this is the result. I know there's still like ongoing stuff. I don't know. For my own sanity, I had to click away because admittedly, it's been nonstop of me like tuning into this whole election. Just because the stakes are so high, you know. But America made its choice, I guess. I do mourn the people that will inevitably suffer from this outcome. Like, globally. I don't know, this is a weird time in history, right? This is definitely... And no matter what your take is on it, like, no matter your opinion on the situation or your views or values, like, this is different. This is different. Because we have billionaires, like the richest man in the world, being involved in that campaign. Now, you know, going to be part of the government. And I mean, the man has literally been like complimenting dictators for how long? It just boggles my mind. It makes me think of that clip in Star Wars where Padme is like, and this is how liberty dies, with thunderous applause. I'm sure that's posted like so many times today. I'm sure there's probably pictures of that everywhere. But yeah, sorry. I'm trying really hard. It's already like 10:30 in the morning, and usually I film my videos really early, or I try to anyway. But I have not been able to get, I can't get grounded. Like, it's so difficult for me right now. Even I sat outside earlier, and sorry, I'm smiling and everything now because I've emotionally checked out, and I also took a hit from my pen. But you know what? I mean, maybe I have to look it up, but like, what even is the true definition of democracy? Because, you know, just for example, like the state I live in, Florida, how, like, I believe it is in the Constitution. I could be wrong and I have to double check. I'm so sorry. I'm so lit right now. Oh, this is not a laughing matter. Please, I'm so sorry. Get serious. What was I saying? Like how the state of Florida with Amendment 4, you know, 57% of the state voted yes to protect women's rights. But because it didn't reach a 3%, I believe it is in the Constitution where it says like it has to reach like 60% majority for it to pass. I don't know. I mean, is that democratic? I'm not trying, like, God, I hope I'm not like, it's definitely not logical. Like, I'm sorry, I think we can all agree numbers don't lie. If 57% majority of a state agrees about an amendment, like, why? It doesn't make sense to me, but you know, maybe there's other factors I don't know. I don't know. But truly, like, what is democracy? How much freedom? Like, what do people even truly believe freedom is? Like, how do you define freedom, right? Is it for you to have liberty? I don't know. This is like weird energy, and I'm also like super. Hey! What is the message that the collective still watching this needs to hear? If you've come this long into this rambling video, what is the message that the collective here needs to hear? What is the message that needs to be said? Tower. Unplug and relax for a spell. I mean, immediately I thought of the Tower card and tarot, but unplug and relax for a spell. At some point, the pendulum has to swing back. She's on, right now she's upright, or not upright, she's upside down. But eventually she's going to have to be upright, or the balance, like her body is going to reject this position, right? Like it cannot stay in this position. She'll eventually need to go back to being upright. I mean, maybe this is saying that regardless of whatever it is that's plaguing you, like if it's about the election of what I was talking about earlier, or if it's, you know, about a personal matter in your own life regarding a person, yourself, a place, a thing, the relax for a spell makes me think temporary. Like maybe this is like, for the moment, try to give yourself a safe place to be. And again, this doesn't even have to be about the election of what I was talking about earlier, because now I'm seeing like in a familial situation, like having to distance yourself from someone that you're like living with right now. Someone could be having to, I don't know, like maybe you guys moved into separate rooms here, or someone's been, I don't know, but I'm getting temporary. Or maybe someone here is in separation. Maybe this is something that you guys will resolve, or there's a temporary block right now. There's a temporary, I don't know why I'm hearing guardrail. That's not, why am I hearing guardrail? But when it's paired, when it's paired with this, control your own narrative with the library. Don't become a puppet. Don't become complacent. Don't become jaded by certain events or certain feelings right now in this moment. I really do feel like someone here is, I don't know if this is, hold on, give me a second. There could be someone feeling a bit out of control of a situation, right? I mean, being puppeted, being used as a puppet, not having control of your body, not having control of your actions. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, it's a little scary considering what we were talking about earlier. So this just makes me think of like bodily autonomy. Like she can only move in the ways that the strings are being pulled. But when it's over the books and it says take control of your own narrative, maybe you're the one controlling this puppet. Maybe you present a certain persona of yourself, or you present a, I don't know, some type of image, or you're sitting on knowledge that maybe you can't express. Like maybe there's something here that you know and someone is manipulating you so the information doesn't come out, or you know something and you're trying to be very careful about your words. Like you know a secret. Yeah, I'm hearing, I know a secret. Oh, that's kind of creepy. What the fuck? 22 and 3. I apologize. I did not. It was a restless night. What can you tell me about this tower? Holy Spirit, what can you tell me about this tower? Lantern, consciousness is light. That's so crazy. I was gonna say, when I saw 22, I was gonna say 4-4, but anyway. Maybe it goes over that one then. Consciousness is light. Maybe it's finally realizing like where this control was coming from, where it is that you need to focus on to cut certain cords, cut certain ties, cut certain, I don't know, like this is a mental discovery here. Girls, leave her alone. She's testy right now. Inward, looking inward. I'm seeing in my head, I don't know why I'm seeing Davy Jones from Pirates of the Caribbean, but I'm seeing like a ship out at sea and the weather is just like, it's a horrible storm. I don't know what relevance this has on anything. Maybe this is like you feeling lost out at sea, or like wishful expectations. Acknowledge the smoke and mirrors in your life for what they are. And then it says key to intimacy. Intimate love is a core need to be met in relation to ourselves and those closest to us. The journey to intimacy often includes learning what love is not. Oh, okay. So you maybe had a distorted view or concept of what love was before. Maybe you were grown to believe in one way, or I don't know. It's like there was something that you weren't able to see before. I mean, both of these cards have the images depicting these women as holding a lantern, right, in the darkness. You could have really been lost before, like not knowing which way to turn, and only having like the light within you, only having like that connection with spirit or the divine, God, Allah, whoever it is that you connect with. But it's like this light, this and Holy Spirit, Espiritu Santo, like there wasn't much illuminated around you. There wasn't much for you to go off of. There wasn't much information for you to... It's like you weren't privy to some information. Don't get caught in the wheel. Don't be a hamster in the wheel. Don't just fall to complacency. Again, don't fall to that. Don't be a puppet to whoever this is. I don't know what this is. I don't know if this is a person. I don't know if this is a place. But Spirit is really like urging in this message. It says your inner life is a garden to be cultivated. It's like resist the urge to fall to that type of destruction or chaos, maybe even within your mind here, and really connect with the true you, because I feel like there's some answer to be, like there's something here to be explored where you might receive some type of maybe like even discovering a new part of yourself in some way. Or you might change your mind on something. Like there might be something here where you might change your mind on something very drastic. Like something from the past where you were like, I would have never done that, or I never in a million years, or whatever. But where you find yourself at right now in life, like this is how you feel. This is, and you've matured and you've realized this. And maybe this has to do with love or relationships or intimacy, right? And maybe you had to learn what love isn't through all of the ways that it was improperly expressed towards you. Like maybe there were people in your life that said that they loved you, but their actions didn't show it. So you had to learn by what love is not, right? I think this is also talking about healing the inner garden within you. Like I'm picturing, like with this image here, it just makes me think of the globe. I know it's not the earth right there, but it makes me think of energy. It makes me think of life, right? It makes me think of in a garden that is just, it's full of life. You have not only the plants that are alive, but the animals surrounding it, the bugs, the birds, you know, all of the things connecting together to create like a very luscious garden, to create food to be eaten, right? Nourishment, to create just the most amazing aromas, to create beautiful sights, right? There's something about recultivating that within you, within yourself, not just for one day, for 2 days, and fall back to complacency, because again, I'm seeing a hamster in a wheel, or falling to the I don't know if it's like you've been wanting to break out of a certain routine, or you've been wanting to switch something up, or you're just wanting to be more knowledgeable back to the library. Maybe you're wanting to learn more about something, or you're trying to, I mean, maybe you're trying to move and you have to like take the steps to figure out, you know, okay, how am I going to get, if I need to transfer, if I need to do this with my job, or if I need to do this with like the home. It's like actually taking the steps to do that, like not just having it in your head and letting the thoughts control you again and again and again and again. It's like, no, like Spirit is telling you, take that action, okay? And being aware of it, because once you're in that state of awareness, it's like you're not going to want to go back to that routine you were doing. It's going to feel off. Your spirit is like going to reject it. It's going to feel, you're not going to feel satisfied. It's not going to feel right. It's not going to feel, you'll know intuitively that this is not, like, something has to change. Something's got to give. Something isn't quite right. You're not quite in control right now. And Spirit is telling you to change the narrative. Change the narrative, switch it up. Cultivate that garden within you, because there's so much that it can like offer you. Do I need anything else? Let me actually pull one of these. Oh, oops, wrong deck. Final message here, Holy Spirit, final message for the collective watching this video, for those who are still in tune with this message. Roll the dice. Put yourself out there. You're hiding your talents. It's time to take a risk and step into the spotlight now. It's time. This is the time. And you have movement, freedom, liberty. That's what's coming through. What is freedom to you? You know, how, if you close your eyes right now and envision yourself like feeling the most free, the most safe, how do you picture that? How does that look to you? You know what I mean? Like, what is liberty to you? Because I don't know. I'm just, like, what is that truth for you? And maybe also, if you don't even know the definition of like liberty or freedom, like the actual definition, maybe even look that up. Or maybe this is saying like, Google it, look into it. I don't know. Maybe this is like going to jumpstart you into a self-discovery journey. Girl, I don't even know. Like, I feel like someone here is going to learn something about themselves. Whoa. I don't know what kind of bird that was, but that was really pretty. It says you'll make good progress now, and you will be able to overcome any obstacles in your path. Big leaps forward are possible. Renewal. You need to take time to recharge your energy and to get back on track. Challenges ahead require you to have faith and to break through. It's not going to be an easy time. I've been feeling that in the energy collectively for a while now. I do think that this is a point in history globally that people are, you know, there's always been struggle. There's literally always been struggle, and there's been atrocities. And people are still feeling the effects generationally, you know. But it's just kind of sad that we can't, it doesn't quite seem that we've yet learned to really learn from past mistakes, right? Like when they say history repeats itself, they are not lying, because history really repeats itself. Recharge though. I know I've been kind of like heavy on the political talk lately. And for those of you who it annoys, you know, I want to say I'm sorry, but I genuinely don't feel sorry though, because I really did. I tried my best to get my thoughts and feelings out there, and, you know, on my channel and on, like, in my personal life, mostly my personal life, to be honest. I was definitely that annoying person. But I just, I feel spiritually there's a lot of suffering happening in the world. There's just a lot of suffering, and yes, I could say I really am not trying to be pessimistic. Like, I swear I'm trying not to be pessimistic. I like positivity. Like, I love, trust me, I prefer to be in the energy of uplifting and, you know, bringing good news. I like bringing good news. I love being the bearer of good news. Like, no one likes to give bad news, right? Or to really speak on such negative feeling, but it's not a secret that the world is at the place that it's at, right? Like, it's no secret as to why. Most people can clearly understand there are a lot of people that have power. But I do think here, if you feel like this is going to, in some way, halt you from achieving your dreams, to achieving your true liberty here, your true freedom, I don't know, I just feel with whoever I'm speaking to, like, there's something here over the horizon. Like, there's something, it's not out of reach for you is the thing. Like, it literally is not out of reach, but you've been lost for so long. There could be, like, I'm seeing how I had the image of the ship lost at sea. Like, even if the captain or whoever was on the boat were able to see a strip of land, there would be this complete, like, apathy almost, or rejection to it, this disbelief to it. Like, no, that's, like, it's not real, just kind of writing it off. I don't know, I just feel like Spirit is urging you, don't get complacent. You know, don't be that hamster in the wheel. Do not be that puppet, right? Don't be that puppet. Whether it be to society, to yourself, to your family, to your spouse, to your loved ones, whoever it is, people that are trying to dictate you, people that are trying to take control over you, who are trying to spin the narrative on who you are, or what you've said, or whatever. Like, Spirit really wants you to take that action, okay? Because there is renewal in that. There is renewal, right? You hear it all the time, but with death comes renewal. That's the truth. So take today to relax if you're able to. Like, if you have even just 5 minutes to spare for yourself, give yourself, like here, tea. Make yourself some tea. You know, just relax, sit with yourself. Maybe even ask yourself again, like, what is true freedom to you? How could you picture yourself in the highest vibration, right? Like, where do you see yourself? How can you make that happen? So yeah, that is what I have for you guys. I was gonna say I'm sorry for all the energy, but again, this is how I feel, you know? It is what it is. Right now, I have to go get ready for work. I truly, truly do hope for, you know, the safety of people. God, I believe in miracles. All right, guys, have a beautiful rest of your day, your evening, wherever you're at. Stay healthy, hydrated, and blessed, and I will see you next time. Bye. I hope you're treated as you treat others.